So what's going on here? The point is that there are more than one quotation from the Old Testament there. He's not saying that the one in verse 1 that he saw Yahweh lifted up, that's the quotation that he refers to. There are other quotations about the glory of Messiah seen all over Isaiah. The people assume that the quotation refers to the first verse there. If that was so, then clearly Jesus is Yahweh, and you would have seen Yahweh before he was even born. But you'll find other quotes, even in the margin references. There are other verses from Isaiah, verse 41 there, saw his glory and spoke about him. He did, all the time. As it happens, it doesn't refer to verse 1. In all of these verses, one has to take what is absolutely fixed data. Fixed data is that Jesus didn't begin to exist till the womb of his mother. So then he couldn't have been in heaven as Adonai, and that would make for two Adonais, and that breaks the first commandment. So our premise is that the Father alone is the true God. In John 17:3, Jesus agreed with a scribe, Mark 12. The scribe there, a very Jewish scribe, simply said to Jesus, "What's the greatest of all the commandments?" And Jesus recites the Shema. The Shema, every Jew surely knows that the Shema is a Unitarian, a unitary monotheistic creed, certainly not Trinitarian. So that's where you start. Then you go on to Psalm 110:1. Immediately after that, Jesus asked them a question, said, "Tell me about Psalm 110, verse 1, where God sends an oracle, Adonai or Yahweh, same person, in the form of an inspired utterance to my Lord, who is seen there to be the Messiah." That second Lord there is not the word for God. It's one of the most unfortunate translations in your Bible that you'll probably have a capital L on that second Lord in Psalm 110:1. That's wrong. It should be my Lord, little L-O-R-D, because the Hebrew word there is Adoni. And in all of the 195 occurrences of Adoni, it's never reference to God. So you haven't got God sending an oracle to God. The universe collapses. That's two Yahwehs. Can't do that. No, that second Lord is my Lord the King, often. My Lord Esau in the Old Testament, my Lord Joseph, and so on. It's a non-deity title. Correct that in your translation. Take the capital L off that second Lord, and all becomes clear.